Prepare IAS coaching. It is one of the best coaching institutes for IAS and PCS preparation in Lucknow. This is the address and this is the contact number. You can contact them for getting further guidance for your preparation. So hello everyone. In this video, we'll do the daily current affairs analysis of 20th October 2021. So the first topic which we will discuss is about the Perseverance rover of NASA. So it is from GS paper 3 and topic is space related issues, space related topics. So why it is in the news? NASA's Perseverance rover has clicked a panorama image of the South Theta region of Mars Jezero crater, giving clues to the complexity of the area. The pictures show the grey, brown, and Swiss coffee colored rocky regions named the Fellifio after the name of the medieval building in the French Alps. Background: NASA's Perseverance rover explores the Jezero crater on Mars and attempts to collect its first rock samples. About Perseverance rover, launched in 2020 within the United Launch Alliance Atlas V. Why is this work important? It contains a unique instrument, MOXIE, or Mars Oxygen Is-Ru Temptation, which is the first of its kind to produce molecular oxygen on Mars using carbon dioxide from the carbon dioxide rich air. Is-Ru means C2 resource consumption or use of coal resource or local resources to meet the needs of the individual or the needs of the spacecraft. It also carries a smart and the first helicopter to fly on Mars. It is the first step planned to retrieve rock samples from Mars for analysis in complex Earth laboratories for the purpose of searching for biosignatures or signatures of current or past life. These are some of the main objectives of the equipment: look for signs of ancient bacterial health, collect samples of Martian rock and dust to return to Earth later, take out the experimental helicopter, learn about Mars climate and geology, demonstrate the technology of future Mars missions. What is the cause of high interest in Mars? Mars is located at the back of the yard of the Earth's atmosphere, about 200 million miles. It is a planet that people would like to visit or stay longer. Mars had flowing water and wind in the distant past, and perhaps even life-sustaining conditions. It also has an impact on business mobility. Prelim short-link topics are objectives of this mission, instruments used in this mission, about the Hope mission or the UAE and the Tianwen-1 Chinese spacecraft mission, about the Pathfinder mission. The source of this news is this article from the indiatimes.com website. You can read that. So next is, what is the geospatial energy map of India recently launched the Niti Aayog. So it is from GS paper 3 and topic is conservation related issues. So why it is in the news? Niti Aayog introduces geospatial energy map of India. So what is it? Geospatial energy map enables the identification of energy sources such as conventional power stations, oil and gas sources, petroleum refineries, coal fields and coal blocks, regional intelligence of renewable energy plants and renewable energy sources, etc. through 27 layers. This comprehensive geographic information system GIS map is developed by Niti Aayog in collaboration with the Indian Space Research Organisation (ISRO). This GIS map provides a complete picture of all of the country's energy sources. So what will it do? The map will attempt to identify and locate all primary and secondary energy sources and their distribution networks to provide a complete overview of energy production and distribution in the country. Key features: it is a unique endeavor aimed at consolidating the energy data scattered across multiple organizations and presenting it in an integrated, visually appealing way. It uses the latest advances in the WebGIS technology and open source software to make it more engaging and easy to use. India's geospatial energy map will assist in planning and making investment decisions in a more efficient and expeditious manner. It will also assist in disaster management using the available energy resources. Importance of a GIS map of energy assets. Creating a GIS map of energy assets will be instrumental in ensuring the real-time and integrated planning of the Indian energy sector due to its large geographical distribution and dependence on the foreign countries. It will be of benefit to all the stakeholders involved in it and will help speed up the policy making process in the energy sector of India. It will help India to achieve self-reliance or Atmanirbharta in the energy sector. The source of this news is this article from the Live Mint website. You can follow that. So next is about the General Assembly of the International Solar Alliance. It is from GS paper 3 and topic is conservation related issues. So why it is in the news? The fourth general meeting of the International Solar Alliance ISA is being held recently. It is chaired by the Minister of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, and the President of the ISA conference. Highlights. The fourth ISA meeting will discuss key initiatives on OSOWOG's implementation, the 1 trillion solar investment roadmap of 2030, and approval of the Financial Risk Reduction Center. World leaders of ISA member states will also discuss ISA's strategic plan for the next 5 years. ISA will also negotiate with the Global Energy Alliance (GEA) to increase technical and financial support for least developing countries (LDCs) and small island developing states (SIDS). About the ISA Assembly, it is the highest decision-making body of the International Solar Alliance (ISA), in which each member state is represented. The body makes decisions regarding the implementation of the ISA Framework Agreement and the corresponding steps that will be taken to achieve its objective. The forum meets annually at the ministerial level in the chair of the ISA, examining the combined impact of programs and other activities on solar energy delivery, efficiency, reliability, and cost and financial level. About the International Solar Alliance (ISA), the International Solar Alliance was launched in 2015 by the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The International Solar Alliance is a coalition of more than 122 countries established by India. ISA is an organization of the world's richest countries with solar resources lying partially or in part between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn to directly address energy needs through solar energy. The Paris Declaration establishes the ISA as a coalition dedicated to promoting solar energy among its member states. The ISA brings together countries with rich solar powers to consolidate global demand, thus reducing prices through bulk purchases. It facilitates the deployment of existing solar technology on a large scale and promotes the integration of solar R&D and energy building. So Secretariat of the ISA is located in Gurugram, Haryana. So India and France jointly have laid the foundation stone of the ISA Secretariat. These countries have opened an interim ISA Secretariat at the National Institute of Solar Energy, Gurugram, Haryana. Objectives of ISA. ISA's main objective include the global deployment of 1000 gigawatt of solar power generation and the promotion of more than US$ 1000 billion in investments in the solar energy sector by 2030. ISA has a vision to empower the perfect environment for the acquisition and development of technology, economic resources, and the development of storage technology, mass production, and innovation in the solar energy sector. Need for of the ISA. Reduced technological costs will result in improved solar energy systems. Solar energy is a major source of affordable, renewable, and reliable energy. Successful project implementation will play a significant part in fulfilling the goal of universal energy access (SDG 7). Six ISA programs can change the game with the application of solar use for agricultural applications, affordable finance available at scale, mini grids, solar rooftops, solar e-mobility systems, and storage and large-scale solar park applications. Prelims hot link topics are all about the ISA, International Solar Alliance, you have to study. Next is the ISA Secretariat, the original goals of the OSOWOG, when was it launched, what is energy efficiency and its examples. The source of this news is this article from the ani-news.in website. You can read that to get a better understanding about the topic. Next is the consent of Attorney General required for the contempt proceedings. GS paper 2 topic is constitutional posts and appointments. So why it is in news? India's Attorney General K.K. Venugopal recently refused to grant his go-ahead for criminal charges against Azad Samaj Party National President Chandrasekhar Azad for his comments in support of allegations against judges in the Supreme Court. Background: the AG was considering an application for a permit under Section 15(1)(b) of the Contempt of Courts Act 1971 to initiate proceedings against Azad. What is the law of contempt of court? The Contempt of the Courts Act of 1971 gives the definition of civil and criminal contempt and sets out the powers and procedures by which courts may punish contempt as well as the penalties for contempt of court. Contempt for a court is an offence relating to the disobedience or disrespect to a court of law and its officials by a conduct that violates or disregards the authority, justice, and dignity of the court. Why is it necessary for the Attorney General's permission to start a contempt procedure? The purpose of seeking the consent of the Attorney General before recognizing the appeal is to save court's time. This is necessary because sometimes contempt proceedings are filed based on unreasonable requests, and it will lead to the wastage of court's time if the court is the first forum to admit them. Thus, the AG's consent is intended to be a protection against such unreasonable claims, as it is expected that the AG will independently verify whether the complaint is valid or not. Under what circumstances is the AG's approval not required? This is very important for prelims. Okay, as it can be a potential statement in prelims. So the AG's consent is compulsory when an independent citizen wants to initiate a contempt of court proceeding against a person. However, once the court itself initiates the contempt of court charges, the AG's approval is not required. This is because the court uses its natural powers under the Constitution to punish its contempt, and constitutional power cannot be revoked just because the AG has refused to grant permission. What happens if the AG denies the approval? If the AG denies the approval, if the Attorney General denies the approval, so the matter will end then and there only. The petitioner, however, may separately bring the matter to court and request the court to initiate the contempt proceedings based on suo motu basis. Section 129 of the Constitution gives the Supreme Court the power to initiate cases of contempt independently without a recommendation submitted by the Attorney General or with the consent of the Attorney General. So the prelims hotline topics are power of Supreme Court versus High Courts with respect to contempt cases, the provisions of the Constitution in this regard, changes introduced by the Contempt of Courts Amendment Act 2006, contempt for civil versus criminal offences, rights under Article 19, is Section 10 of the Contempt of Courts Act of 1971 relevant? So source of this news is this article from the indialegallive.com website. You can read that to get a better understanding about the topic. Next is, what is Allium nagaenum? It is a prelim specific topic. So Allium nagaenum is basically a type of onion species which is native to the Uttarakhand Himalayas, known to the local people but recently discovered to the entire world. It grows at an altitude of 3000 to 4000 feet, 3000 to 4800 meter and can be found in open grasslands, sandy river banks, and glaciers in alpine pastures, where melting snow helps transport its seeds to the desired places. With limited distribution, the newly described species is limited to the western Himalayan region and has not yet been imported from anywhere else in the world. The scientific name Allium and Guianem honors the late Dr. Kuldeep Singh Negi, an explorer and collector of allium. So this is the source of this article of this news. The article on the journalsofIndia.com website. You can read that. So next is about the Bachelor of Sova Rigpa Medicine and Surgery (BSRMS). So it's a prelims specific topic. So the University Grants Commission has issued a notice to recognize a Bachelor of Sova Rigpa Medicine and Surgery (BSRMS). The graduation period will be at least 5 years and senior secondary education, passing class 12 are set as the basic eligibility condition. So what is Sovarikpa? It is a traditional medical practice performed in the Indian Himalayan belt region. It originates in Tibet and is widely used in the countries such as India, Nepal, Bhutan, Mongolia, and Russia. Most of the Sova Rigpa doctrine and practice is similar to Ayurveda. Yuthok Yonten Gonpo from Tibet is believed to be the father of Sova Rigpa. So it can be a potential statement in prelims. You have to remember that Yuthok Yonten Gonpo from Tibet, he is believed to be the father of Sova Rigpa. So next is the basic idea of Sova Rigpa can be summarized according to the following 5 principles: immunity to diseases in place of treatment, finding an antidote, that is treatment, how to use that antidote, medications to be used for various diseases, materia medica, pharmacy, and pharmacology. So these are 5 principles according to which the Sova Rigpa's basic idea can be summarized. Okay, so this news was taken from the news on air .gov.in website. You can read this article to get a better understanding about the topic. So thanks a lot for watching the analysis video. Have a nice day.